So my name is Melissa Shaw. I'm the supervisor at the Collingwood Museum. The Collingwood Museum is a municipally operated museum in Collingwood, and we collect and preserve the history of Collingwood. We have a very long history in town. The museum actually started in 1904, so we have a very diverse collection of things, sometimes that don't connect to Collingwood, because in the early years, the early curators collected everything that residents from Collingwood were bringing back from travels and collecting on their own. We recently launched an online collection that we're really excited for. We've been working on this for a number of years, getting artifacts photographed, digitized through scanning, described and researched in the eventuality that everything would be posted online for people in their homes or out on the street to be able to access from their smart devices or a home computer. Right now we have 508 photographs from three of our most popular collections, our most asked after collections, and they include the historic homes of Collingwood, Hurontario Street, and an early collection from that early museum called the Huron Institute. These tend to be collections that business owners, homeowners, and just people researching the area in general are interested in for a variety of reasons. So a database like this is so important because it really gives access to people wherever they are. So instead of relying on people coming into the museum or contacting staff, we've kind of taken out that first or second step, and they can go directly into the database and start using keywords and advanced searches to find whatever they might be looking for. So it really is about giving access to residents and researchers from around the world. So the database itself is built on images that are part of the permanent collection in the museum. So to date, we don't collect born digital collections. We collect physical images that we then digitize. We're not quite set up for a born digital collection. So if anyone is interested in adding material that would be added to the database, it would be through our donation procedure, and they could just contact staff and let us know what they have. And as long as it pertains to the history of Collingwood and we don't already have it, it would be something that would be considered for addition. So the Simcoe County Archives will collect for the entirety of Simcoe County, and they certainly have a database set up. The unique thing about the Collingwood Museum is that we collect both archival and object material for the town of Collingwood itself and this region's history as opposed to the county region. So we first launched the database in December with just over 500 records. So our goal over the next many years is to keep adding and making everything more accessible. Right now we only have our photograph catalog set up. We're hoping to get objects digitized and added, and just to have a more representative example of the museum collection available online to researchers and people just interested in exploring what the museum has and the history of Collingwood. So the database is very much a work in progress. So we're doing our best to make sure records are up to date and accurate. So anyone who's accessing the collection that finds something that they know to be incorrect or that just needs to be updated, we very much welcome that feedback. And you can actually submit feedback through the online database, as well as you can also access or request photographs. If you see something that you'd like to add to your decor, or if you're doing research and you need a copy, there's a request image button that you can hit, and that will connect you directly to staff, and we can help facilitate that request. So there are a variety of reasons why we've been working towards digitizing the collection. In addition to increasing access to researchers, it also increases access to students in the area. They can access the collection through their time in their classroom instead of having to rely on visits to the museum. It also helps to preserve the images that we're housing. Instead of pulling out the same image of a Hurontario Street business 5 times, we can share a digital image, and that ultimately aids in the preservation of the image. And again, it just helps to get the information out there. And museums, we're trying to expand into our community and beyond, and digitized collections really help us with that. And in a lot of cases, people who visited the online collection do come and visit because they want to learn more. Not everything's digitized, it's just the first step. So it gives everyone a little bit of a taste as to what we have, and then we can help from there. So to view the database, all you need to do is go to the Collingwood Museum's website, and we're found at collingwood.ca/museum, and you'll find a button at the top that says Search Online Collections, or you can scroll down on the page and you'll find Collections and Research, and you can access the database there as well.